Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Imran, Web Squadron. I nearly broke the microphone then, but it's okay. Hope you're all right. As you can see, I've slightly gone back to what I had before. I've just removed the boards. I love the flexibility I've got in this room. I've just removed the boards over here just to go back more towards the darker kind of layout that I used to have before, and I'm just rearranging my lights just a little bit to get the right lighting color on my face mainly. Hope you're all okay. Hey Jake, how are you doing? Yep, you're the first one in the house. That's not happened before, has it? No, I think it has. I think you've been first before a few times. How are you doing? Let me just get the pop-up chat out. This morning, I've been just sorting out my timeline for loads of videos that I'm going to be helping Atrim out with. There's 19 videos. I need to get 19 videos done in the next 2 weeks. Why am I doing it in the next 2 weeks? Why am I rushing? Well, if I get them done, those 19 videos will last until the first week of December, so it's a nice bunch of videos. Hey Paul, yeah, do you prefer it, Paul? Do you like it with the light over there as well? There's a bit of a light there as well. Do you like that? There's a little of a light just behind over there, just to push the background a little bit there. Hey Maddie, do you know why I was late, Maddie? I kid you not, okay? I had the idea to remove the boards that were here 25 minutes ago. 25 minutes ago. Yeah, it is just a little bit shortened, Jake. Hey, Anthony. And by the way, hey, Richard. Hey, Taho Kangas. Hey, Gary. Hey, Paul. Hey, Aljamaz. Hey, Jake. Everyone that's joined in so far. So, yeah, don't forget to hit like if you have not already. Remove the boards. I've just been planning out 19 videos, roughly, that I'm going to be recording for Atarim. I still have, let me just check my notes. I still have 1, 2, 3 videos to record for the Bricks Builder series. All of the Bricks Builder videos will last until next Friday, and then we move on to other stuff. And then I've got quite a few other videos that I just need to do for Elemental. Hey, Pavel, how you doing? Hey, Charlie. Hope you're all okay. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. Like, who doesn't know it's Friday? How's your week gone? How has your week gone? Have you had a great week? Have you come across any problems or issues? I'll tell you about a possible problem I might have. However, I'm not sure if it's going to be a problem. Someone approached us back in June to improve their... Hey, Peter. So back in June, someone approached us and said, could we improve their page speed performance? And I gave them a quote for the homepage. Now they've come back and they've really modified the look of the website, but they're still getting really bad scores. And they've said, look, we definitely want to work with you. And I've said, okay, but now the cost has ramped up. Number one, because that was what the cost was in June, and we are now in October, end of October. Number two, the look of your website has changed. There's a lot more work. Number three, the number of pages they've got has ramped up massively. Hey, Catherine, they've gone from about 5 pages to, I would say, about 25. So I've now said to them, you want us to do your page speed performance or look into it. Here's the cost for the home page, and here's the cost for every other page. So if you want all the pages done, that's the home page plus, say, 24 times X per page. So you now got to go away and think about what are the key pages you want to do. Because here's one of the problems that you can get caught out with, by the way. If someone is having a problem with unused JavaScript, unused CSS, web fonts, basically loads of stuff. There are certain things you can do to improve, but there are some things where you will be stuck based on how it's been built. For instance, unless they're willing to get rid of inner sections, you're going to have an issue there. Unless they get rid of sliders and videos, because they've got video backgrounds quite a lot on their hero banner, you are always going to come unstuck. There is only so much you can do. The obvious solution is just put Nitro Pack on, which I don't want to do. But you can go and do work, and I have made clear to them, we will get it as high as possible. However, don't expect your website to be hitting 95 for the mobile or 100 for the mobile when you've got a lot of stuff going on. And this is something you always have to bear in mind. When you have a simple website, hitting a high score shouldn't be too difficult if you know what you're doing. However, if you've got a video hero banner and then you got a slider straight after that, and then you got another video, then you got animations, you got entrance animations, you got lotties, you're going to make yourself difficult. Secondly, when you start to add in a lot of Google Tag Manager, it will hit your score. I don't care what anyone says, the minute you got a Google Tag Manager in there, it hits your score. Cookie consent hits your score. Facebook Pixel hits your score. So I always have to warn people, yeah, we're going to work with you and we are going to improve it, but we are not guaranteeing 100%. In fact, I don't even guarantee 90. I say we are going to get it as high as possible and sort out a lot of your issues. I mean, Catherine, what they did was unbelievable. I can't share it, but it went from a simple website, 5 pages, to about 25. Hey, Pickstar. To about 25 pages, and now it's got loads of stuff going on. And I said to them, look, you want to work with us, fine, but the cost has changed. So have a think about what you want and what you want to pay. How important is it? That's the question I put to them. How important is the page speed performance? My recommendation would be just get the homepage done. That would be my recommendation. If the cost is too high, just go for the homepage. Then think about your other important pages. You can do them now or you can do them later, but you don't have to rush into it. By the way, Kasim, great to have you here. Sorry if I haven't said hi to you, and I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Yep, Catherine, too much eye candy. That's the thing. Hey, Nikos, how you doing? So, potentially quite a few projects coming on. Page speed one. The cabin one, we are fine-tuning, so there's going to be some work for that. And we've got a medical practice in London who look like they are now getting ready towards a complete revamp of their website. And again, I mentioned yesterday, I gave them a breakdown of the cost to make over the homepage, to do the SEO for the homepage, to do the SEO, to do every other page, to do the SEO for every other page, to get their images, and some other stuff. So they've got a full menu list. And I don't know about you, but when you give your client a menu list, any client that ever says to you, oh, this is too expensive. Oh, this is too expensive. We can't cope with this. This is too much. You give them a menu list and you're basically now saying to them, right, okay, we're willing to work with you, right, to your budget, but you now pick what you want. So you can't afford, let's pretend it's $1,000, right? You can't afford that, but you want everything. Well, that's going to cost you $4,000, let's just say. You now pick and choose what you want to go for. What are you all planning for your Fridays not your Friday, your weekend? Anyone got anything exciting they want to share? By the way, I hope the camera quality is okay and the sound as well. Do let me know if anything is a little bit fiddly. How do you decide on what is the cost based on hour or pages? Well, Al-Jamaz, this is really simple. Okay? Say you've got a one-page website, okay? If that one-page website is, I reckon, going to take me half a day, then I will charge half a day rate. If I think it's going to take a day, I charge a day. Yeah? So I don't base it on... Because let's be honest here, okay? You could have 2 websites, right? You could have 2 websites, right? This one is one section and this is one section. That's it. Literally 2 websites. Both of them are nothing more than a section. Right? That's it. Hey, Mark. Right? They're both... the one-page website is so basic it's going to make you cry. One section and one section. That's all it is. This section has a background image and a header. Background image, header, and a button. Right? This one has got a background, a header, a subheader, a button, and it might have an accordion as well, right? It might have some more stuff going on with it. The cost for that is going to be more than the cost for that. So what you do is, rather than basing it on, well, yeah, here's the cost for a one-page website. No, I base it on the amount of work required, because if you ever say, yeah, we'll do a one-page website for $200, that one-page website might be 20 sections full of stuff. Then you got to do the mobile responsiveness. Then you might need to address the page speed and all of this. So you got to think about the content. Does that answer your question? Al-Jamaz asked that one. Yeah, Al-Jamaz asked that one. The thing is, though, Maddie, I've got a feeling, right, that when you're trying to align the button, this is something that's always bothered me about the web, your site, Maddie, and I've mentioned this before. Is the amount of plugins? I feel like there's conflict could occur, but that needs to be looked at. Nice one. Watchdog Legions. That's a great game. That is Watchdog. I remember when the very first one came out. That was a bit of a game changer, wasn't it, in how you play? Definitely needs a bit of thinking, though, doesn't it? Homesteading, okay. Oh yeah, yeah, nice one for Jimmy to remind us about the alpacas and how are they doing. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I use this book for, Jimmy? Do you know what I use this for? This is where I keep track of what I'm doing for Atrim. Woo! There you go. I'm not sharing it. And this is my Atrim book. Look, it's my there you go. It's my Atrim book. So it's where I keep a lot of notes and stuff as I'm working through my strategy for what I'm going to do on the videos and stuff. So this is my special Atrim book. So Pavel is working on a site with appointment bookings for paid Zoom online. I like the sound of that. And I'm guessing, Pavel, that the pages to access the online Zoom, is it like they just get a link, or is it like a protected page, like Paid Membership Pro? You got the page and the online Zoom is embedded there, but they can't see that session unless they've paid for it. Nice one, Maddie. Good. I mean, I might have to have a look at that, Maddie, okay, on your site, in terms of what is the problem you're getting off there. Hey, yeah, Pickstar, look, go for your nap, okay, and take it easy, and, don't worry. Pavel, when you say link, what do you want a link for? Are you asking me for a link? You can't paste the link, by the way, okay? It doesn't allow you to do that. But is it that you were asking me for a link or something like that? Okay, Aljamaz. Here's the really easy one, okay? So how would you break down the cost for a multi-vendor website? Here's the easy bit. Is there a cost for the theme? Probably not. Is there a cost for the Elemental Pro? Probably yeah. Is there a cost for the multi-vendor? Are you going to use a plugin like Dokkan? Maybe there is a cost, right? So some of those costs the client's got to pay. Then you got to think about right, got it, Mark. That's what. Yeah, sorry, I didn't make the connection there. Yeah, very good. Yes, he means it's going to act as a link. Yeah, again, but you could use Paid Membership Pro to protect that from being. I've got a phone call. Can I just take this phone call? Hold on a second. Hey, I'm back. Right, let me just check the comments, okay? Because all of you have been going a bit crazy while I was on the phone there, you naughty people. Right, and then I'll tell you what that phone call was about. And it's actually a bit of a funny one, okay? It's a funny one, and it is a client. It's a funny one, and I'm going to tell you what that was about. Right, can I just go back to Al Jamaz? We were talking about the fact that you might need all these plugins and stuff. Now you got to think about how you're going to build it, right? Then you got to think about like JavaScripting. Are you going to do the JavaScripting or someone else? So there's a cost there. The custom plugins. Do you know what you're going to use? Are they free or are you going to pay for them? You got to cost that all up. Then how long is it going to take you? 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 1 week, 2 weeks? You got to work it out. And then you decide on how much that is worth to you. So if you give someone 1 week of your time, what is that worth? What is the value of that 1 week? And that is what you charge the client. And if the client don't want to pay it, you don't do it. Plain and simple. That's all you got to do. Like Mark, in fact, Mark's just said the same thing. You know, work out what it is and what they want to do. Pepsi Max, I wish it was. I've won the lottery. Even better, Charlie. No, it weren't any of that. Al Jamaz, look, if your client keeps complaining about the price and they don't like it, tell them to go elsewhere. Why are you worrying? Have you been paid, Al Jamaz? Have you started the work? Number 1, have you started the work? Number 2, have you been paid a deposit? Number 3, have you done what was asked of you up to that point? What's the best plugin for a group chat which supports website? I'm not sure about converting to an app for a chat. I mean, have you done a search on Google for forum? Go to Google right now, Yash, and do a search for WordPress forum, right? And then change your Google to be the latest month. And I'm going to tell you now, there will be loads of them come up because someone asked a similar question for this early today in the Elemental Global group. Right. Let me tell you what that phone call was. And here's a funny one. Mark, you may remember this. So we had a client that we did a music website for. Do you remember, Mark? You might not remember, Mark. It was a music website. Don't mention any names here, Mark Newman. We did a website for someone. Their annual hosting renewal was due at the end of July. At the end of July, their annual renewal was up for renewal. I sent them emails, probably about 5 or 6, right? I rung them. Every time I rung them, there was no answer. I emailed, no answer. I sent them text messages, no answer. So I told them, if you don't pay, because you're due at the end of July, if you don't pay at the beginning of September, so I gave them the whole of like August, they didn't pay. So I said, look, if you don't pay, beginning of September, your website will be removed from our host. So you now need to go in and get your website because we're removing it. And that is exactly what I did beginning of September. I removed the website. Hey, Kasim, I removed the website. However, I'm okay, Kasim, I'm fine. However, because I'm a nice guy, I took a backup of their entire website. I took a backup of their entire website and I stuck it on my hard drive. Now they've rung me up, literally right now, and they've gone, oh, my website's missing. My website's missing. So I've said to them, yeah, I emailed you. I rung you. And you know what he's just said to me? Here's the really funny thing, everyone. Do you know what he has just said to me? Get ready to laugh. Get ready to laugh. Out of my naivety, I did not realise that I would need to pay. Can someone explain that? I've made clear that if you don't pay, your website will be removed. If you don't pay, your website will be removed. I kept saying that. And he's now gone, oh, I didn't realise I have to pay. So I've said to him, after this live chat, I will remind you of the cost, okay? If it's up to you, no pressure. No pressure from us. But if you pay it, I will then get your website back online, okay? I will get your website back online. Like, seriously, it's your annual renewal cost. I've made clear, I've texted you, I've tried ringing you, I've sent you countless, 5 or 6 emails. And he goes, oh, out of my naivety, I didn't realise I had to pay. Like, Seriously? Seriously? My God. Anyway, Al-Jamaz, look, here's problem number one. It's your uncle. Here's problem number two, right? It doesn't matter if it's your uncle or not, right? I mean, look, Mark, yeah, Mark is exactly right. Never do business with family or your friend's wife. Never do business with your family or your friend's wife, okay? No, it doesn't matter if it's family. Al-Jamaz, you cannot be bullied or emotionally blackmailed into doing something for free, right? If you can't do it, you can't do it. And if your uncle doesn't want to pay, tell you, okay, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? What's the worst thing that's going to happen if your uncle is unhappy? What's the worst? Go on, Al-Jamaz, hit me. Hit me. Hit me. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Yeah, I mean, look, Charlie, I have to be honest, okay? I have to be honest. I know, Peter. What is it with uncles? You know, uncles, man. Uncle and aunties, no. Yeah, I mean, Charlie, this has happened before, by the way, Charlie. And what I do is, out of the goodness of my heart, okay, because usually the websites are like, you know, like half a gigabyte or whatever like that. You know, they're not huge. I just stick them somewhere and I have a folder called backup websites. So if the client comes back to me, I just read Mark's comment. Yes, same. It is Mark. Al-Jamaz is actually Al-Jamaz is Atif's alter ego. Have you noticed Atif is not here? Al-Jamaz is here. Atif is logged in with the wrong account, right? So I keep a backup. So if a client comes back after 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever, right? I can, out of the goodness of my heart, if they pay up, we just upload it back in again, right? However, there will be an extra cost attached. Hey, Stacey, great to see you. Not seen you for a while. This is where I will also add on an add-on to reinstall it. If the client wants it, the client pays. If the client don't want it, he can have the backup and he can do what he wants with it. That's up to them. That's plain and simple, right? Because now there's going to be time for me to reinstall it. You know, I might need to, I don't know, I might do a bit in pieces. And then you, by the way, when you reinstall it, you got to update all the plugins and all of that. Vrusal, I'm doing okay. I'm having a great day. Lots of progress yesterday. Lots of progress this morning. And sorting out my plans for next week. Okay, Al-Jamaz, tell me why he's going to ask for a refund. So, Al-Jamaz, you got to tell us a bit more, okay? Do not tell me the cost, but what did your uncle ask for originally and what have you delivered? So, please don't just do a one-liner. Give us a bit more. What was the original agreement and what have you done so far? Okay? What was the original agreement and what have you done so far? Richard had an issue with a guy avoiding payout. It wasn't until I took the site down. Yep. Exactly, Richard. And this is where, right, you got to man up, everyone, okay? And I mean that in a non-gender biased way, all right? You got to man up, okay? If you make clear to the client, and in this scenario, I was very clear with the emails. And, you know, we could have taken it down in August, but I waited and waited and waited. Chased, waited. And all of a sudden now, they call up and they go, oh, my website's missing. Like, seriously? Like, seriously? It's one of those scenarios where it just makes me laugh. And I bet some of you have gone through this before, right? You take a website down and they're like, hey, Richard, you know, where's my website? Hey, you know, I was walking down the street. I just bought some milk and bread. I was minding my own business. I turned on my mobile phone and my website was missing. I called the police. They couldn't find it. I hired a detective. They couldn't find it. You're my only hope. Well, you are the web designer as well. Where is it, Richard? And then Richard is sat there in his boxer shorts, right, with like pizza all over him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I took it down because you didn't pay, dude." Like, what? Jake, that's the other thing. The website's been down since the beginning of September. I don't know about you, yeah, but how many of you, can I ask you all a question before I go back to the comments? How often do you check your website is online? How often? I check mine probably every other day. Sometimes every day, sometimes every other day. How often do you actually go in and just check your websites online? Like you just check it on the mobile? How often do you do that? Never? Once a month? When do you do it? When do you, like Catherine, how often do you check your websites online? Peter, your main website. Dave, Stacey, Jake, Richard. How often? Right, back to the comments here because we are missing a few. Peter, you do work for fans and friends and family, but you charge an upcharge. Yeah, exactly. Like Mark says, there, if we have to give a refund, we'll give it. Hey, Dave, great to have you here, my friend. Right, so Al-Jamaz, I have not delivered anything yet. Yeah, but Al-Jamaz, hold on a moment, right? Hold on a moment. What were you asked to do? Were you paid a deposit? And what have you done so far? So stick to that question. What were you asked to do? Were you paid a deposit? And what have you done so far? Yeah? So was there an agreement? Hey, Charlie. Every day, Charlie. Oh, every day you mean you check every day. Got it. Matt, well, the thing is, Matt, yeah, I think I have got videos on overlapping sections. I think I have. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have. Just do a search for overlap. There should be some. You just got to make sure you got your Z-index sorted, to be honest, for your section, your column, and the items. So you can be quite funky with how you do stuff. Catherine, once a week. Ooh, Catherine's living it, risky there, once a week. Jake, all the time. Gary, 2 to 3 times a day. I like that. Sitting in my pants, covered in pizza. You know me so well. Hey, Richard. Well, look, Richard, I have this visual of you just like right now you're watching me and you've got... I don't know, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah. Once every 2 days, yeah. Okay, so Al-Jamaz, he asked me to join him on Zoom with other companies because he does not understand much in tech. Yeah, I kind of get the idea your uncle doesn't understand tech here. Well, here's the thing, Al-Jamaz, right? Okay, so I think what's happened is you're coming in at a lesser price. Can you give him what he wants? So all these other companies can't give him what he wants. That says something, right? Okay. But can you give him what you want? And this is where I've said this so many times. Don't agree to any project you don't think you can deliver. It's okay to step out your comfort zone. It's okay to challenge yourself, but you have to also be realistic. Okay? If someone says to me, oh, can you build a website that does X, Y, Z? And I've never done it before, but I spend a quick 1 hour checking. I go, yeah, this plugin might work. This might work. There's someone I can tap into to help me out. Yeah, we can do it. If someone asks me to build a website and we have no flipping clue of how to do it, I'm not going to stress myself out. I don't want the sleepless night. Hey, Upbeat Nomad, not seen you for a while. Great to have you here. Just reading the comments here. MD Jadan, do you have a video that explains the stages of building a website for a client? I can go one better, MD Jadan. I can give you something that's better than that. So I'm going to tell you, rather than a video for that, when my website works, is what you really need, my friend, is... Well, we've got site tutorials, number 1, but what you need is this, right? So MD, let me just make sure I get your name in. MD, you need this, right? And you might not want to pay for it. It's a £17. I don't think it's expensive at all, but it's a checklist because we've had this question before, so we put stuff together, especially about at what point do you get sign off? At what point do you get your deposit? At what point do you ask for more money? Upbeat Nomad, yeah, look, if you want us to have a look at a client project, you're going to have to email it to you're going to have to email it over here. info@websquadron.co.uk. You got to email us, and then I'll assess it, and if I think it's okay to show up, we'll put it on screen. We'll do it live on screen, and we will have a look at it. Yeah, I mean, Matt, what you got to think about, okay, is that if you got section 1 and you got section 2, the easiest way to do it is you make all of them have a sticky bottom. That sounds rude, but you make all of the sections have a sticky bottom, okay? Then what you do, let me think about this now. You then got to make sure that the Z index for all of them is higher than the previous one. So as you scroll down, I've got to get... It's in the video, I might be explaining it wrong, but basically what happens is as you scroll down, you get this occurring. Or however you want to do it. But it's basically a case of playing around a little bit with... in fact, that reminds me, I've got to check something out for someone. Sticky bottom. Someone wants something on their website. I've got to remind myself in. Theirs is a little bit different. So I've just got to remind myself to do that. Yes, if you want us to have a look up, email it over. So Aljamaz, because I worked with an amazing developer and we made a custom plugin from scratch. Okay, but the thing is, Aljamaz, is that what you've now got to do is cost it all up. Look, if you said to someone, come and build me an extension, right? They will, you know, the foundation, the walls, the plastering, the doors, the windows, the electrics, the central heating, the ceiling, whatever else they've got to do. It's all stages, bits and pieces, components, and it's all costed up. Yeah, I mean, basically, Matt, yeah. Actually, no, Matt, I said it wrong. Let me explain. Every section is a sticky top, not a sticky bottom. Sorry, I said it wrong. Every section, right? Okay, let me explain. Section 1, section 2. Sticky top, sticky top. Everything is a sticky top. Z index 1, Z index 2. So because this is a sticky top, when you scroll it's to the top. When you scroll this, it goes zoop like that. Right? Like that. Then you have section 3, sticky top. Z index 3. Like that. Do you get what I mean? And when you scroll down, this will happen. Does that make sense? That's basically what it is. It's a sticky top. I said it wrong, not sticky bottom. I had visuals of Richard and his pizza. It's not sticky bottom, it's sticky top. And then you do your Z index, right? And it will like that, and you'll be fine. Yeah, look, take care, Gary. Get back to the concrete jungle. When you say concrete jungle, I feel like you're just going to run into a wall. I don't know where you're going. Yep, okay, right, okay, let me just check. Is it the THC India website, Upbeat Nomads? Is that the one you've just sent? Okay, next level. How do I add to cart button with shortcut? I don't use shortcut yet. Jimmy does use shortcut. He might know. But then I would say, have you asked on the shortcut Facebook page? I would try the shortcut Facebook page. I've not used shortcut. Really sorry, next level. I don't use shortcut yet. Jake, can I share my recent e-commerce project? It would be good to get a fresh look of eyes. Yeah, please, yeah, go email it over. Right, okay, so we are now going to look at THC India's website. Right, so we're going to share the screen. Okay, so... Right, yeah. So next level, go and ask on the Facebook group for Shortcut, okay? There's a Facebook group there. Go over there, join up, ask the question. Someone might know. Right, so we are now looking at this website, Send Worth Having, because it's so quick. Look, boom, it's gone. Do you all see it? I'm not sure about that preloader. Oh, hold on. Is it jittering now? Is it still jittering? Let me know if it's still jittering before we continue this, by the way. Is it still jittering? Oh no, Jimmy, it was about shortcut, but don't worry, next level is going to go and ask the group. Okay, cool, right, it's fine now, right. It was probably when I moved my wire. Okay, right, so if we look at this website, I've said it several times now, there is a preload. Look, you can see it in the middle there, and I don't think it's worth it. For how long it is, I don't think it's worth it, okay? In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my resolution. Yep, okay. Right, okay, all right. Let's just continue now. Okay, hopefully this is okay. So if we go over here, the logo's a bit close to the top. I would add in a little bit more padding, but, you know, if that's what they want, that's fine. Traditional Handicraft Center, B2B recognized. I would make this bigger. I would make all of these bigger. So whatever font size you've got here, I would make this bigger. And I would also make this bigger as well. It's a little bit, it looks a little bit, it's a bit too small, you know. Oh, okay, Upbeat, yeah, got it. Yeah, preload, I'm not a fan of it, but hey. I would make this a little bit bigger, and I would definitely make this a little bit bigger. I'm not sure about watch video is the greatest call to action, but should we click it? Okay, so there's a video. It's a YouTube video, obviously. Yeah, okay. Now, look. Now, right. So, I mean, I get it. It's not the greatest call to action, though, because all they're going to do is watch a video, and not everyone's going to click watch video. I like this. I like the zoom in effect. That was nice. I like this. I like the images. I like the colors of the images, the quality of the images. The resolution is great. It fits the theme. I like the load. Yeah, view more. That's nice. I like that. I do like that, actually. I like the way it zooms up and down. I do like that. I think the wording on there is written. Now, here's the point, you see. Look over here. You see how you've got this in lowercase over here, right? But then down here, you've got this in uppercase. I would use that font and that uppercase for here. I'd be making a statement now. Traditional, because look, you've got it here, right, in uppercase. Then you're repeating yourself. I'm not sure about the repeating. I would actually change that. I would say you're already, I know you are Traditional Handicrafts Center. I can see the logo. I would change this to be a bit more of a punchier headline. You know, I mean, you got a bit here, aesthetic appeal, zero environmental harm. I would change this to something, a statement. You know, recognized export house. I would actually put this here. You know this bit here, aesthetic appeal and zero environmental harm. I would make that as your main headline. That would be your main headline, right? And then you can have this bit here below or whatever in bigger text. But I would say aesthetic appeal and zero environmental harm, right? Because you don't have to repeat the name there. Sorry, we're staying on the hero banner a lot there. I like the font there. That's good. The image is... yeah, okay, that's fine. Our products make it. Yep. Okay, this is nice. I quite like this effect you got here. This is pretty good. Is this using a plugin? Is this using a plugin that you've got here? I was going to inspect it then. But yeah, I quite like it. This is quite nice, this. I mean, yeah, that's quite nice. Did you use a plugin for that? Do you want to tell us what you used for that? Interactive Geomaps plugin, yeah. And then you got the footer down here. You know, yeah, this is all fine. This looks pretty good. I do feel, though, that this footer just comes in a bit too quick. I feel like you need to have more padding here. I just feel like you go from the map to the footer a bit too quick. I would have some padding over here. I would even go as far as saying, right, that between here and here, I would have another hero banner like this with a statement in the middle, you know, because we jump from here to here. Our products make it to boom. I would have something just here because it feels a bit abrupt, but that's fine. I'm not going to go into all the other pages because if you want a full on, there's a cost for that. But as far as your homepage goes, upbeat. Right, call to action before a foot. I mean, I think you need your call to action here. I feel like watching a video isn't a good call to action, really upbeat. I mean, I wouldn't say that. Hey, Inderpreet, great to have you. Right, now Jake, do you want me to go through your website? So Jake has sent a website as well. Do you want us to go through it? Jake, do you want us to go through your website as well? Just check you're okay. When I say, are you okay, I know you're okay, but do you want us to go through it? Don't forget to hit like if you have not hit like already. So we're just reviewing a few websites. So Jake, I just need you to give me the all clear that you are here and you're ready for us to go through it. If you're not here, we won't go through it. Just play, you know, it's just as simple as that, Jake. Yep, you are there. Great. Right. So this is Jake Hope, who's been working on a website. So we're just loading it up. Right. Okay. So we're just going to now refresh that. So just to see. So I like to refresh it just to see what comes through. Let's just do that again. Okay. So we've got a bit of a video. You know, if that's what the client wants, that's what the client gets. I like that. I like the yellow banner at the top. I like it when people do stuff like that rather than sticking it in the middle here. Hey, free shipping. I like that. I like the fact that that is not sticky, but you do have the next bit that is, and the logo. You might want to change the transition speed for that. That's quite abrupt. See that? Look, it jumps down like really too quick. You might want to change that to like 0.5 or something. It jumps quite a bit there. Professional car care products. I'm not keen on this. You see where it says from Patton's Auto Care. I don't like the Patton's Auto Care bit there because I feel like you've already got that there. I don't think you need to say that. I feel like it removes the impact of what you've got here. Professional car. I think, yeah. So I mean, have a think about that. Yeah, I feel like it takes away the polish of like that. Detailing products that use. Okay. I would add in more padding. I think you've got about 50 there. I would make that 80. I'd go 80 there. Because again, here's the thing. Yeah, is I mean, it kind of works because you can see it underneath, yeah, but it's like, I would go for 80. Yeah, I mean, Catherine makes a good point there. Our professional car care products make it feel more human, personalized, rather than just something you would read on a bottle, for instance. Read more. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it jerks over when you close it, but that's a minor thing. That's cool there. Read more. That's nice. I like that. Shop by category. Now, here's where Jake, I think you need to follow this example. So can we go back over here? You see what we've got here with the words in the middle, boom, and they're in uppercase. It's like an impact, like boom. Here, look here, right? I mean, I would say, yeah, there's no need for this. Like, look, it just goes up and you get grey. There's nothing nice about that. I would say, you know, because you're just going to la la da 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 da. It's like music. I would say don't have any animation. You could have a zoomed in effect like this. You could do this with the call to action widget. Don't forget the call to action widget in Elementor. Call to action, right? It's really simple and easy to use, right? I would go for that. Don't have the jump effect. Have the images zoom out a bit, and have them in the middle. like an impact. I think that would work really well. Yep, that's okay. Now, okay, here's something I've spotted, okay? Notice how rounded this is here. Can you see the roundedness here? These are not the same roundedness. Now, obviously, because they're smaller size, you've got a big rectangle and you've got small squares. However, the border radius here is like so much less than that. I'm noticing it. And if I didn't notice the radius here, you might go, oh, square, curved, square, curved. So I would just address that. Just check a question here. Upload WebP images. Yeah, what Mark is saying there, yes, Sagar. So bulkresizephotos.com, convert your images into WebP. If you want to do your scaling and your cropping, you can do that in WordPress Media Library. But make sure you convert to WebP before you upload it. Yep, nice point from Catherine there as well. You could make this maybe be a full screen width as well, because you want to hone them in onto that, right? Wash products. Yeah, okay. The slight danger here is, can you see here? This is it's slightly difficult to see the product, but that's not your fault. That's the product, right? That is the product. But yeah, okay, that's fine. Pricing, I'd be tempted to make the pricing a little bit bigger and add a bit of spacing in, because you got space there, and then here it's like really close. I would replicate whatever space you've got here. I would replicate that here, just a little bit of spacing, because it feels just a tiny bit cramped. I mean, I gotta say though, the colors, the products, I like the fact that you have clean products. There's no messy background. It's a transparent background, and I think that works pretty... I'm just having to think here about your buttons. Yeah, okay, yeah. Essentials. MD Jadan, Bricks or Elementor? Elementor, I think, is great for websites where you don't want to think too much. If you want to go a bit complicated with CSS and styling, then Bricks. If you don't like working with CSS styles and stuff like that, don't go to Bricks, all right? So you got to make a mind up for what you want to go for, yeah? By the way, Sagar, bulkresizephotos.com. It's a free website. You can't use it on Safari or Chrome. You got to use it on Edge. Make sure the quality of your images is 80 to 90%. No, make sure the size is 100% WebP format and between 80 to 90% quality, okay? Don't go to 100% quality. Don't go less than 80% quality. Yeah, this is all fine. And then we get here... Okay, so... because these items here are routed to the left, and these items are kind of left aligned over here, when you have these centralized in the way they are, it's pulling me a bit. So I would make this be left aligned over here, and I would make this there, and I would make these be left aligned as well. I would make them all be a bit left. Sorry, you probably can't see it because my face is in the way. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So over here... I would make this left aligned. I would push this over here, and I would push this to be left aligned as well. Because what you've got is you got like it's left aligned, and then it goes into the center. Feels a bit distorted. I would also add the logo in here as well, like this logo. Stick the logo down here because you got lots of images and nice stuff here, and here it's just text, text, text. So the logo again will be make it better. Oh, Catherine said that. Look at that, Catherine. We're on the same wavelength. Repeat the logo in the footer. MD, do you need to be aware of CSS? Not really, but Bricks. I mean, have you been watching? Yeah, hit the like. MD Jadan, have you been watching my Bricks videos, the Bricks 101? You need to go and watch the Bricks 101 video and the video I did on class. I did a video on class style. I think it's Bricks 101 part, what is it? Part 5 or part 6? One of those videos, right? Go and look at the playlist. You can't miss it. Watch that. And then that will make you go, well, do I want to do that? Or do I just want to go down the Elementor route where I don't have to do that, or they don't have that feature? I still like using both websites. I hope that was okay, Jake. I hope that was okay, my friend. So I like using Elementor and Bricks. I will not say I'm not going to use Elementor. I still use Elementor. We're building websites with Elementor. We have clients. We're building another new website with Elementor. Some clients, we will be using Bricks. I can tell you now, the next time I build a WooCommerce website, I will be using Bricks. Because of what you get there with the filter and all of that is so much better. And the fact that I can create the shop and the widgets, the products widget, how I want to make it. Bricks gives me so much more power. And it can easily replace 2 to 3 plugins that I would have used with WooCommerce and the setup there for that. Therefore, I would use Bricks for it. Yeah, Jake, I hope that was okay, friend. And by the way, Upbeat Nomad and Jake, I want to say big thank you to both of you for allowing us to show your website. Because, a lot of people, you got to understand, they are showcasing their work. And I try not to be overcritical unless the website is really bad. If it's really bad, I can't help myself but be critical. But, I thank you and appreciate so much for kind of sharing what you're doing and how you've done it. And for us to all elaborate and comment. And sometimes give viewers another look as well. Because they might look at it. And when we say something about the hero banner, they might go, oh yeah, didn't think of that. And hopefully they will go away and learn and apply it to their designs. Shamima, hey, how you doing? Any suggestion on integrating a BuzzSprout? Yeah, well, basically, you don't need the plugin in Buzzsprout. And I know this because we used to use Buzzsprout. When you go to Buzzsprout, they give you HTML code. You drop the HTML code in wherever you want. But if you want to include the transcription with notes, you're going to have to speak to Buzzsprout for that. I'm not sure about... Sorry, I've got to readjust myself. I'm not sure about how would you show the transcriptions and stuff like that. You're probably going to have to speak to Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout are a podcasting website where they share your podcast across multiple areas. We were using them, and I have to be honest... trying to keep up with podcasts and videos and other work and social media was starting to get a little bit airy-fairy. So we've dropped the podcast. We might resume it one day in the future, but right now it's not the main priority for us at the moment. Exactly what Mark says. I mean, I know a lot of people that have watched the feedback videos that we used to do and we do on the live chats, and they kind of go, oh yeah, didn't think of that. But it's always great because I was skipping through it, and then Catherine made a comment about your detailing packages thing. Make it full screen. And yeah, she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. You want to pull people in. So having like a full screen section helps to kind of break it up. For instance, if I show you, let me get it on screen. Here it is. Right, so this, no, it's not. I'm not even on screen anymore. I'm just on screen. So this is the Bricks 101 video that we're building out at the moment. At the moment, the videos that have gone out have covered this, and this bit here. Right? Afterwards, I modified it. You have not yet seen the videos that cover this, and the footer. You've not seen them yet. But can you see here? Everything is intentionally 1000 pixels. Everything is aligned 1000 pixel. But sometimes you've got to do a full screen here. By the way, this is the edges of the page, right? But it's full screen. And then there's a full screen here. Because you've got to it's okay to be inwards, but then it's okay to take them out as well to get the impact in or something like that. But if you're following the Bricks 101 videos, come next week, there'll be videos on this, and other stuff. Like there's a contact form down here. In fact, I can give you a sneak peek of it if you want. Down here, there's a contact form with a bit of text and a little bit of variation. So you will see those videos coming out. So inwards, outwards, it's always good to kind of let the eye have a bit of a journey without doing animations. You don't have to always do entrance animations and stuff, right? Because sometimes entrance animations and stuff can get really, really busy. And on the mobile, and too many entrance animations and things floating around is a pain in the ass, okay? It's a pain. And you're making it too busy for the viewer. Yeah, I mean, Shmima, I mean, I would probably say, I mean, the thing is though, Shmima, as long as their plugin works, and I would like to think that they are clever enough to make sure it still works. If it works, you might as well just use it. Test it out. So Jenny, how can country's flag be imputed into Crocodblock Jet Engine? If I'm honest, Jenny, I don't know the answer to that. Have you tried the Crocodblock community on Facebook? Have you tried the Crocodblock community on Facebook? Because I think they might have the answer for you or some form of a solution. I mean, Jake has put a pretty decent answer there, custom taxonomy, and then give it an image field. That's actually not a bad idea. That actually is not a bad idea. That's a very clever one, actually. You know, custom field with a flag. That's ingenious thinking. I like that one. Right, I hope you're hitting like. If you're not hitting like, please do so, because you know what? It does help the YouTube algorithm. I'm pretty sure loads of you have not hit like, but you got to do it, okay? You got to hit like because, sorry, I'm just realized I've just clicked something. Yeah, please make sure you hit like. Right, look, we are coming up to, we are now hitting the 1 hour mark. We've just hit the 1 hour mark. So I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do what I always do is give you the 2-minute warning. Okay. I will be shooting off in 2 minutes, mainly because I still need to edit one video. We did 5 videos yesterday. I've got to edit one of them, get the cover art done, get them uploaded, and then go back to more of my planning for the Atarim videos that I need to record for the Atarim website collaboration tool. And I also need to just sort out the Mark, are you at your desk today? Mark Newman, by the way, are you at your desk? Because I'm going to have to email you with details for an invoice and extra for this client who now wants their website back online, right? So just, are you at your desk at the moment, Mark? Just let me know or not. I'll get you the stuff in about half an hour, and then we just got to, yep, cool. Because obviously we've got to charge extra, right? I will obviously let them know that if, like, when we try to upload it, whatever, I don't know, I'll have to word it in a clever way. Yeah, don't forget to hit like, everyone. Yeah, don't forget your greasy fingers, Richard, and your pizza and all of that. Look, I won't be live tomorrow, and I won't be live on Sunday. I don't tend to go live on the weekends just because there's other stuff to do. But we'll be back on Monday, obviously, and hopefully we'll have a progress update, and I'll let you know how it went with that client's website we had to reinstate, a couple of jobs we're closing off, and hopefully there'll be more Bricks videos coming out and stuff like that. Okay, look, thanks again, Jake, Upbeat Nomad, for sharing everything you do. Hey, Peter, you take care too. Richard, Maddie, Jenny, Shamima, anyone who's just joined, I'm sorry if you haven't been on the live chat, and I'm now going off. But, you know, Monday to Friday, we are usually on at bang on midday, sometimes a bit before, sometimes a bit after. But hey, please like, share, subscribe, follow. Let your friends and family know all about this. And Aljamaz, good luck. Please keep us updated, Aljamaz, with how things go, especially with your uncle. I hope things work out. But you got to stand up and say, this is what I can do and this is what it will cost. This is what I can't do, right? There's no shame in that. Do you know how many times we've said to people, no, we can't do that. I do not know how to do that. I don't know anyone who can help me. And maybe I can find you someone to build it, but the cost is going to go like that. Because you're now paying a major cost for a JavaScript developer or something, right? Okay, look, take care. Have a great weekend, everyone. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day and weekend. Hey, Melissa. Take care, everyone, okay? And I'll